Good evening, everyone. This is another edition of Virtual Story Time, and I am your host. I am Dr. Dwayne Dice. I'm the chair for the Education Task Force in the JDTA Network. And welcome everybody to our Virtual Story Time. We are coming to you live, of course, in collaboration with the Education Task Force and Morningside Primary and Infant School over there in St. Elizabeth. I want to say shout out to all the boys and girls who are going to school virtually and you're enjoying your time. You probably play some games every now and then and enjoying learning. Make sure that you learn all you can during this time because it's a lot of self-motivation you have to put in, the self-motivation for all of this to take place. Okay, so welcome everyone, and we want to say a special welcome to our guests here with us this evening. We have our guest reader, Miss Juliana Dice, over there in Tampa. And also we have our guest students from across Jamaica. And I'm gonna get our guest students to introduce themselves in a little while. And then of course, afterwards, we'll ask our reader to introduce herself and tell us just a slight bit about the book because we don't want to give away the story. And then of course, we'll have our regular discussion with our wonderful students to see how well they grasp the story and what lessons we can learn from the story as usual. Okay, so let me go over and ask some of our students, all of them actually, to introduce themselves individually. We're going to start off with Miss Chantel Johnson. Introduce yourself, Miss Johnson.
My name is Chantel Johnson, and I'm at Britain Primary, and I'm from St. Catherine, and I'm in grade 4.
Okay, all right, thank you, Miss Chantel Johnson. And next up is Jermaine, Mr. Jermaine Cargill.
Good afternoon. My name is Jermaine Cargill. I live at Cornell Court St. James and attend the school Chetwood Memorial Primary.
All right, good. And I told him a while ago that I knew that school a long time ago. Very good. Thank you, Jermaine. Misters, there are two there, Ches and Shez. You can just take turn, Shez and Ches, to introduce yourselves. Very glad that you came on.
Hi, my name is Shezre Kuri. I attend Golden Spring Primary School in the parish of St. Andrew. Hi, good night. My name is Shezre Kuri. I attend Golden Spring Primary School. I am 9 years old in the parish of St. Andrew.
All right, thank you so much. And then of course we're saving our reader until last, so we're gonna ask our reader to introduce herself too. Tell us, Juliana, you can introduce yourself at this point in time.
Hello, my name is Juliana Dice. I am in 2nd grade and I go to McFarland Park Elementary.
All right, thank you so much, Miss Juliana Dice over there from McFarland Park Elementary, and that's in Tampa, Florida. Okay, all right. So now, guys, we're gonna sit back and we're going to enjoy the story. The title of the story is, what is the title, Juliana? She doesn't have. The title is what is the peacock doing?
The Peacock Who Had a Dream.
Okay, who wished to fly. Okay, so the title of the story is The Peacock Who Wished to Fly. So what is it about the story? Can you tell us just one line about the story?
Well, the peacock really wanted to fly.
Okay, so we're gonna find out if the peacock really fly. Yes, okay, all right. Let's dig into the story now, guys, and we're going to listen and then we answer some questions afterwards. Okay, let us share as usual and get straight into it. Okay, go ahead, please.
The Peacock Who Wished to Fly. Towsy the Peacock was a kind and gentle bird. He lived in peace with all the other birds, but Towsy had a dream. Instead of picking at the ground, he wanted to fly to faraway lands. He wished he could see all the beauty of nature for himself. But Towsy the Peacock couldn't even travel far in search for food. Some naughty birds mocked him. They left him alone whenever they went in search for food. Towsy the Peacock thought to himself, "If I am a bird, then I should be able to fly. Why don't I have wings like other birds?" Towsy the Peacock thought hard. He decided that he would try to collect feathers from other birds. He crept up behind the owl. He plucked a few feathers from her back without being noticed. The feathers were beautiful, long and dark. He did the same with the parrot. He got beautiful green and yellow feathers. He stole feathers from many different birds. He even plucked feathers from geese who were swimming in the river. The feathers were pretty and white. Towsy kept his feather gathering a secret. Towsy the Peacock even stole feathers from 2 eagles while they were busy eating. By now he had collected a lot of beautiful feathers. He cleverly wove them together. He carefully fixed the feathers to his tail. When he stretched his tail, the feathers spread out like a fan. It was beautiful. The different colors made him look even more attractive. Now Towsy the Peacock was the most attractive bird in the village. None of the other birds had feathers as beautiful as Towsy the Peacock. Towsy the Peacock was happy. As the most beautiful bird in the jungle, he no longer wanted to fly. Other birds didn't mock or tease him anymore. They were too busy admiring his beauty.
The end.
The end.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, good. Nice little story there. All right. Okay, guys. So now let us start. Thank you so much, Juliana, for reading the story. Toast to the Peacock. Now I want to ask everybody really general question. What do you think about that story? The story in general. I want you to share. Chantel, you want to start us off? What do you think about the story in general?
I really like the story about the peacock when they are mocking and they don't mock him anymore. He has a beautiful.
Okay, all right. We're gonna get to that part. Yeah, so that's very good. Jermaine, what do you think? What do you think about the story?
I thought that the peacock had a wonderful dream, but when I went to the zoo, I saw a peacock in the water instead.
Oh, so this one was on the land,
Yes.
walking there. Okay, good, good, good. And it's good, nice connection to the zoo, to your real experience. Good. Shez and Ches, what do you think about it?
That everyone has their own dream.
Ah, whoa, you guys are getting too deep already. Yeah, everyone has their own dream, just like the peacock. All right, we're going to come back to that because Chantel started pointing us in the deepness of this because it's a simple story. What about your brother? You want to say something? What do you think about this story?
Sir, it looks like they didn't like him because as he got the feathers, they just started to like him.
Right, right, right. Okay, good, good. All right, so you guys are really thinking already because these stories are very simple. They're simple stories, but we get such rich meaning out of them. Okay, so now let's dive in a little bit. Chantel mentioned something earlier on that, that sometimes like they didn't like him at first, and then they like him now. They love him actually, started admiring him because of his flowers, because of his feathers. Why do you think they started admiring him because of his feathers? What changed? Because it's not just the feathers. What changed? Chantal?
Yes, sir, because the feather were beautiful and they're long.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Sir, his
Yes.
tail changed. His tail changed.
His what?
Tail changed.
I didn't get that.
Sir, his tail.
His tail. Okay, good. So his tail was short at first, and then his tail changed. His tail changed. Jermaine, what do you think? Why were they so admiring of him?
They were admiring him, say, "Wow, look at the peacock. I want to be him as well."
Yeah, exactly. Okay, good. Now, Ches or Ches, I can't even know them right now. They're twins, if you did not know that. He mentioned something earlier on, and he said that, they remind us of what you said, Ches or Ches.
That everyone has their own
On
dream.
dream, yeah, and that's where we want to focus on is a dream. Why did you go straight to everyone has their own dream? Why did you go straight there when I asked you to reflect on the story? Huh? Go ahead. Why did you reflect on dreams? Wait, you're muted. Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, I think what my brother said, like, he was saying that everyone has their own view. Some people wish they had powers. Some people wish they couldn't die. Some people wish they could live longer. And like that, sir.
Okay, yeah, yeah. And do you realize that he had a dream, the peacock had a dream, but there's something else that is happening in the story. What did he start out to do? Why was he gathering feathers in the first place? Why feathers? Chantel, you want to go ahead? Oh, go ahead, Ches Arches, and then Chantel.
So his village will treat him better.
The village will, before the village even treat him better,
And
why was he on a mission to collect feathers?
I think he was on the mission to fly.
To
To get
fly. Chantel? Wait, you're muted. Go ahead, Chantel. The same thing? Because he wanted to fly? The same, yeah. Okay, so he's collecting feathers because he wanted to fly. So that's his mission. Okay, how did that mission or dream that he had, how did it change over that long period of time? How did it change? Jermaine? Still
It
until.
changed because how it changed when he had it on and he said, "Wow, I'm so beautiful." He wasn't thinking about the flying thing anymore. He was just admiring himself.
Oh my, so he himself was admiring himself. Juliana?
I I have a question for them.
Oh, wait. Before your question, we want to dwell on this. Hold your question a little bit, okay?
Okay.
So his dream changed from the very beginning. His mission changed when he started collecting feathers. And Jermaine, you're so right. He started admiring himself, how beautiful he was, and that the thing he started out with, he never accomplished. It changed. Do you recognize that in people, that you can have a mission, and then because of the journey you have taken, your mission change? Do you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
So,
Chantel, go ahead.
so the peacock's mission changed
Oh,
because
Chess is on again.
how beautiful the feathers were.
Hmm. Yeah, and that it just changed him. Chantel, go ahead. How your mission or dream changed?
So when you start doing something at first, then you see how it started. When you start, it started different, but you want to do it the way that it started, not the way that you want it to go. Or when it,
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So you might start out with something, and maybe people or different forces push you in another direction, and you even study, as you mentioned. You study, and then you realize that, oh, maybe I could do something else. As I go along, I started learning new things, and I change. People change all the time through even their careers. When they are in school, they change. Throughout their lives, they change. Even when you get older, you're starting to realize that, hey, all this experience and all this learning that I've gathered, I could put it to this use, you know, instead of continuing on the same journey. Juliana, go ahead with your question, please.
What happened in the beginning, middle, and end?
Oh, wow. You're going to technical now with your writing sequence. What happened in the beginning, what happened in the middle, and what happened? So it's just like a summary. What happened in the beginning, what happened in the middle, and what happened? Okay, Jermaine, go ahead, please.
At the beginning, he was getting mocked and picked on. He said he didn't want that, so he was collecting feathers to fly. And when he got the feathers and had it on his tail, and he was looking good and walking through, no one was using him and said, "This is the look right now."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Very good,
So,
Jermaine.
so,
Go ahead,
uh,
Chess.
so at the beginning, he was
Mm-hmm.
getting picked on, and in the middle, he was gathering feathers to fly. But in the end, he saw how beautiful he was and changed his job.
And he changed his job, yes. So now he's the most beautiful bird in the village. When first of all, nobody was paying him attention. It was just moving along. He wanted out actually. If he probably could fly away, he would just fly away from the village. But now he just wants to be an earth bird, like a chicken, moving around and then not wanting to fly anymore, right? Juliana, what do you think about this story when you were preparing it and you learned about this peacock? What came to your mind?
Well, me and Grandma didn't like the reason that he stole the feathers
Okay, yeah,
because it was kind of like he was being mean.
yeah. That's very true there. Because he didn't ask for the feathers as he go along. He he just started picking up people's feathers, and when they were even when they were swimming, the geese and so on,
Yeah.
he took their feathers and just went to them and putting them together. Yeah, yeah, that's good. Um, guys, in if you link it, you can link it to your own lives as students, that you're not necessarily stealing information or ideas from others, but you actually picking up those feathers can actually mean picking something from people, learning from other people, taking on their own skills, so it's not stealing per se. You wouldn't want to go out and steal people's things, but learning from them and implementing or incorporating those things in your own lives. Okay. All right. Before we close off here, guys, and I really appreciate you guys sharing. I wanted to share one thing though this evening that you would like people to remember about the story, the peacock who wanted to fly. One thing that you want somebody around the world, the people who are watching, students who are watching and they're in virtual platforms learning, what is one thing that you want them to know about this story? And we're going to start with Jermaine, and then Chantel, and then Ches and Shez. Jermaine, go ahead, please. One thing that we learned from this story.
I want them to know that when they are like in a situation or thinking on something, and when their mind change, it will be just, wow, this is my look. I want this. I didn't say I don't want that thing. I want this.
Yeah, and just celebrate it, like the
Yes.
peacock. He's just celebrating his new look, looking charming and beautiful. Yeah. Yes, Jermaine, thank you. Chantel?
So, and would like to say that keep going with your dream and don't give up and don't bully people.
Yeah, yeah. If you're good at something, if you're good at flying, fly. If you find out that you can't fly, that peacock really teaches us something, Chantel. Very good. That you resilience. You don't give up. Don't listen to people. Just continue journeying on. Work hard. Build yourself. Build yourself to be beautiful. Yeah, very good. Shez and Ches, just take turns over there.
Uh, Never try to be someone else. Always try to be the best version of you.
Oh, wonderful. Very good. The best version of you. Be the best version of you. Very good. Uh-huh.
Sir, I was saying like if you are doing something that you really like but you realize you can't do and you know something that you're good at, stick to that one and
Mm-hmm.
see if you would like it.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Try stuff. In other words, just don't be afraid of failure. Do not be afraid of failure because failure is a part of our lives every single day. Try stuff until you find what you're good at. Don't give up. Push forward. Continue to try hard and don't give up because failure is a nice way of learning something new. And you technically you're not failing. You're actually finding out ways that it didn't work, and you're gonna find ways that it will work in the future if you keep on trying. And don't listen to people who will say, no, you don't look good already. Don't walk around, you don't have any beautifulness in you. That you can shove it aside and say, no, I am beautiful inside out. And I don't need anybody to tell me that I am beautiful or I'm not. You try hard. Juliana, the reader, let us hear from you, please. One thing you want the world to know about this story.
I want you to know that the peacock really shows a lesson.
Mm-hmm. What lesson?
Because, well, it's that you look good the way you are.
You look good the way you are. And if you have to change, you change you to match you, right? Yes, okay, good, very good. Thank you so much, guys, and thank you very much, Juliana, reading very well. I'm very proud of you. Very, very proud of you, baby. Guys, we will see you all here again, viewers, next week's Tuesday with another virtual story time. Also, next week we have two of our young people who are going to read to us from Jamaica. They're in Hanover. So they're going to be coming on and reading. They're very good readers. They're reading for a while now. So we're going to get them on the program. And continue watching, okay? And continue learning. How is school going on, Jermaine? How are you keeping up with the learning online?
I'm keeping up good in grade 4. Only
Yeah.
thing I only thing I need to do is my diagnostic test that is not loading.
Oh, Lordy, Lordy, I know. I heard stories about that. It's kind of tough, but you're very intelligent. Just keep up the good work, okay? Keep up the good work, push forward, and try harder. Every day you learn something new. Read, keep on reading, and don't stop. Please do not stop. Ches and Shez, we haven't seen you in a long while, guys. How are you guys doing?
Fine, sir.
Very well.
Fine,
Very
sir. But I was asking if I could read for a week.
Oh, yes, certainly. What you can do is, hold on, when we come off the program, I'll take your information. Yes, yes, very much so. Yeah. Chantel, how is life going with you? I see are you in your uniform? It's a nice uniform. Thumbs up. How are you doing with school? You're good?
Yes, sir.
How is it going? You're online?
Yes, sir. I'm doing online class.
Oh, okay. And you're keeping up with the workload?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, good. Please push forward, okay? Don't if you have to get some water and drink it and go back online, you do it. Okay. If you look at this, we're almost in December, so we're looking at the middle of the school year already. So don't give up. Just fight hard. Just stay there, stay focused. Okay. It's kind of tough. The pandemic is kind of tough, but you don't want to lose heart. Do not lose heart. Okay. All right, guys, wave everybody. Have a nice time out there. Thank you very much, viewers. And just continue reading. This is why we do this, to promote reading. Okay. Everybody have a great evening. See you all next week. Okay, bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye.